All right. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word on sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, the hopeful elect. Shalom. This is the brother Iron from a Jamaica camp. Come with another quick lesson. All right. Now, let me just start off with a precept. This is Micah 2, verse 10. It says, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. And hey, just another day in Babylon, yo. Um, just have a quick um testimony or just something real quickly as to, you know, why the Lord needs to, why we pray how Hashem Yashai just, hurry up and get us out of this place, yo. All right, so pretty much, I with my job, I work, as a corporate trainer, and in the office, with these, East on these jobs, there are many females more than males. All right, so the other morning I went to work, was there. You had three females in the room, and one had a issue, you know, and I'm on the next side of the room at my desk, and you know one was like, look, I need to hurry up and get up, you know. So she had on a black jeans. Her blouse was actually tucked in her jeans, and they were saying that, look, this is why I hate being at work, while I'm going through my time, and she stood up and she looked at the chair, and based on her expression, right away I knew what had happened, right? So she was like, shit, the chair got messed up. And then you had this other, the one of the other girls that were there, you know they actually carried her to the bathroom, you know all of that stuff, right? So they came back, and well, the one that had the issue came back, and she was like, I hate this, whatever. They put the chair aside, mind you. I'm actually in this room, right? So can you just imagine all the scriptures going through my head, all of the shit that's just going through my head at this time? I'm like, what the fuck? Excuse my French, but like, I was like, in any case, so she came back. She said that, because her blouse was tucked in, right? When they went to the bathroom, some of it actually touched her blouse, and the female that actually went to assist her, she actually washed out that blouse. So that other female is double polluted at this point, because she actually touched the blood of that another woman. Now, that same day, there was some form of event with food and all this thing. The girl that actually washed out the blouse, in her, I'm them being outside the truth, in their mind, they wash their hands, they're good. But the scriptures teach us otherwise. She's the one that went to buy the food, so you can imagine how many other people that she interacted with and touched. She was the one that shared the food, and some of the persons that would have ate from her would have been men also. Not that anyone should actually be eating from her at that point, but just to show you. And then on top of that, I'm thinking about the fact that she is married, as it pertains to Esau's system, and how Esau says marriage should go. She's going home to her husband, and who knows, maybe she may cook for him, maybe she will hug him, touch him in his face, she has family members, living this year. So she may go, she may hug her dad, hug her mother, and if she's taking public transport, then she's and imagine how many people she would have interacted with and touched, and how many other surfaces and places she would have touched throughout the entire day. Not to mention the actual woman that has her issue. All right. And I was like, yo, we gotta go. It really hit me. Like, yo, we got to go. And I started thinking, imagine how many other people or women, you know, I interact with on a daily basis, not knowing what time it is. Well, yeah, we got to go. All right, let me just read the law, right? And I'll definitely close out with that. Um, this is Leviticus 15, verse 13. It says, and when Salakia, it's verse 16. It says, no, verse 19. It says, and if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood, she shall be put apart 7 days, and whosoever toucheth her shall be unclean until the even. Right? And funny enough, she wasn't in for a while, so I'm pretty sure that I interacted with her, you know. So right there, damn, I'm unclean, right? I was unclean, right? And everything that she light upon in her separation shall be unclean. Everything also that she sit upon shall be unclean. You know, going to work on all these chairs are all about the place that just go and you take a random chair. You go in a taxi. It's crazy, right? It says, whosoever toucheth her bed shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and be unclean until evening. And whoso toucheth anything that she sat upon shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and be unclean until evening. And if it be on her bed or on anything wherein she sit, when she toucheth it, it shall be unclean until evening. Right? It says, and if any man lie with her at all, and her flowers be upon him, he shall be unclean 7 days, and all the bed whereon he lieth shall be unclean. All right. So if it's a case that the blood be upon you, then it's the unclean. The time is 7 days, and in this society, when you actually make mention of this law, it's frowned upon both by men and women, but they don't understand the dangers and all the chemical the genetical makeup and how this can actually affect us, not because you don't know, but the pheromones that we inhale, the all the microscopic factors are things that are taking place. It does cause an issue, right? And it does cause corruption, as it says what unclean. Let me actually look on the word unclean. So they should be put apart, and with good reason. All right. Let me look on the word unclean. Um, I'm just seeing defiled. And yes, we understand it's a natural thing, and that is why, the scriptures has the Lord gave us a guideline of how to deal with this situation when it comes up. You know, so imagine the amount of these women being out 24/7, 365, thanks to Esau Edom, and these are the results. We got to go. We got to go. So hey, let's throw up them curses. Let's pray to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, to come and deliver us from this hell. And yeah, hopefully this is the last, the last of it. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Shem Yahshai, Bashem Makak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, the hopeful elect. Shalom.